of you who don't know who I am, I'm Joe. One of the co-best men. Known Mike for 24 years. 24 years now. And I remember when he asked me to be his best man. Hey, please. I mean, I just saw him. Hey, again, please. 24 years. I remember when he asked me to be his best man, and it was a very special day for me. It's not everybody goes through life with the ability to be someone's best man, so it meant a lot to me. Then you start thinking what it means to be someone's best man. Two things stuck out immediately. First, the word best is singular. As you can see, who was standing here? But as Mike is my brother growing up, Joe took the spot of my older brother in a lot of situations, so grateful to be up there with him, to be honest. Second is that I got to give a speech. So I do a little research, I started thinking about some of the all-time best speeches. One that stuck out to me was Jim Valvano's speech at the ESPY Awards. Those of you who don't know who Jim Valvano is, he was the head basketball coach of Rutgers, later went on to NC State, won a national championship. He ended up getting diagnosed with cancer, gave that famous speech at the ESPYs, and he said something in that speech that I've adopted to my own personal life, and I thought it was a perfect platform for this speech. He said, anytime something significant happens in my life, I think about three things: where I'm at, how I got here, and where I'm going. So that's what I decided to use for this speech. So where am I? Right? I'm in Jericho Terrace. That's the easy part. You know, I'm standing in front of 200 people giving a speech. Right? So now I gotta talk about how I got here. And when you know something for 24 plus years, I can sit for hours and hours and talk about almost a lifetime full of numbers. But again, I know you guys already heard the pre-speech. I just want to keep it to, you know, as possible. Where did it all start? That's easy. It's at a park on High Street, North Massachusetts. And that park is responsible for a lot of the friendships that have developed and is still through here. Whether it be after school on a weekend or every day in summer, we all meet down there, play football, basketball sometimes, the occasional fist fight. Without question, that park is where it all started. We all attended Schwarting Elementary School. It was one of the 3 schools in the area. Later to be proven, without question, best athletes and best looking kids. That's not Now, Mike stood out from the rest of the kids in elementary school. See, he was the only one who wore pants 3 sizes too big for him. I like myself that I didn't get the job. It was laughable at the time. We made fun of him constantly, but by the time we got to middle school, we all started wearing those same pants. So, Mike was definitely a trendsetter on that. Now, growing up, especially over the summer, I spent more time at Mike's house than my own house. Vicky and Eddie saw more of me, right or wrong, and my own family. That's right. I slept over almost every night of my summers growing up from 8 to 7 to who knows, right? And what do? We could also catch us watching reruns of Welcome Back, Kotter. Or sneaking out to Raoul Bounce for a late night barbecue. Usually one of the two. But there was always one day of summer that was better than any other day. And that's right, it was the 4th of July. Vicky and Eddie do a 4th of July party every year. If you were friends with the Scallies, you were at that party, and it was the best day of the year every year. And that's without question. There was tons of food, it was competitive basketball, and we could Joe and all spread the night. Right? And by the time it got dark, we all went down to Pine Street Park, that same park that I opened up this speech with. Between Eddie, Johnny Times, myself, and the local farms, they lit that park up every year. And if you grew up in North Massachusetts, where you were at that park, guaranteed, it's a tradition. Yeah. This is a little improv speech, but it was the Eddie's house. It's him killing it with one. And the rest hop on our bikes and take it as far as they took us. And whenever that didn't work out, Joe got his license at 13. He didn't drive it. So we only need to get it away. So then high school came along, right? Mike transformed it again. He got rid of the baggy pants, went to sweatpants. In fact, I don't think he wore a pair of denim anything for the entire 4 years of high school. No, just sweatpants, just sweatpants. We ended up getting real serious about football, and we all started working out around that time. It's something funny happened. We were in the weight room, and we started working out, and everybody's bench pressing in the hundreds, and, you know, relatively new to this. Mike's benching almost 350 pounds. What the hell's going on here? How's this kid 3 times stronger than anybody else? One day we're in his backyard, and we look at his shed in the back corner, which we had never gone into for some reason. I think it was Jerry might have wanted in. There's a bench press, free weights, dumbbells. The kid had been working out for years. Mike dated a few girls during high school, after high school. Some more serious than others. Never trans and anything. Into his 20s, he was still single. Then I got a phone call. We were all going to ball games that night. Mike told me, listen, this girl Kristen I haven't talked to, she's going to meet us down there, I'm going to introduce you. So, we're down in ball games, my girlfriend's there with a bunch of her best friends, the girl Danielle in particular we had been friends with forever. Mike's in the corner talking to her. He ever walks in, this half-blonde, hand-picked head chick, takes a beeline right from Mike, sees her talking and shit, curses him out, shoots him out. That's the truth. I remember thinking, well, I guess I could have kept on her. Here we go, 5 years later. Don't worry about that. And while my first impression wasn't the best, some time went by and it became pretty apparent that things were starting to progress between the two of us. And the more time I spent with her, the more I started to realize that Kristen was head over heels in love with Mike, and Mike felt the same exact way about Kristen. And on a personal level, there's only a certain type of people I live in my life. I always trust people by the type of heart they have. Rich Hoffman knows that. That's part of the reason I'm not the best at making new friends. Most of my friends I've known my whole life, and everyone knows that, right? And Kristen, you might be a little crazy. Well, let's face it, we're all a little fucking crazy. Ultimately, you're one of the sweetest girls I know. And your heart's as solid as they come, and I couldn't be happier that I chose you to spend the rest of your life with. Almost done, don't worry. Now, it was funny when Mike decided to get engaged, he didn't tell anybody, he just went, popped the question, and that was it. He didn't give anybody any heads up. A couple days later, we're at Gil Ward's bachelor party at Cheetahs in the VIP room. Naked chicks everywhere. Mike's on the couch and he's talking and says, he asked me what I thought. I said, listen, I've known Kristen for a long time. I've known you now for 24 years, and I can tell how happy she makes you. And I said, well, what do you think? You're the one who's going through with this, right? And I don't know if you even remember telling me this, but this is the God's honest truth. This is what he told me. He said, when we're together, there's no one else I'd rather be with, and when we're not together, I'm always with you. She's there. And he said that to me. That's the truth. I hugged him and I said, there's nothing left to say. The last significant event leading us to today were those 3 days out in the desert. Las Vegas, Nevada, Mike's bachelor party. But rules are rules. And you know I can't speak on it.
What stays in Vegas?
Backwards,
Hey. And Madrid, someone, please. Look. I would only be fair if I gave you a little of this. Fellow DJ, part. Where do we go from here? Right? It's always the hard part. Now, this is the part of the speech where I'm supposed to give some kind of advice as you and Kristen embark on your marriage. Little preamble to that. Today happens to be the 14-year anniversary. Look at that beautiful girl right there, Tracy. 14 years. Man, 14 years. We ain't even engaged. We don't even live together. So let's call a spade a spade. Who am I to give relationship advice? Or anything like that advice?
Sorry, I'm a different person now.
But if there's one thing that 14-year relationship has taught me, and I know it's small, but it's something I believe. It's that true love can overcome anything, and that's something I know the two of you share. That's true love. Now, it wouldn't be right if I didn't reference Rocky at least one time in this speech. That Rocky's my man's favorite movie. So I'm going to close the show with an analogy. And if you're going to remember anything that I said in this speech 10, 15, 20 years down the line, I want it to be this. Something I feel strongly. No matter how tough things may seem, and there's going to be tough times, that's life. That's life. No matter how hard life hits you, two of you promise each other one thing. No matter what, you're always going to answer the bell, and you'll always be willing to go one more round with each other. You do that, I'm not going to let it get between them. Let's go!